Here at Jones High School, first of all, I just want to say God is good. We give all the glory and respect to Him, because without Him, none of this would happen. But if any of y'all been keeping up with the movement over the last 6, 7, 8 months, you know we was doing the mentorship with the juvenile assessment kids this past summer. You know, we're in a trying time. We're witnessing a lot of crazy things that's detrimental to our race and to our youth, Father God. But we know that your kindness just to deliver. And we just want to thank you, Father God, for just having grace and mercy and favor upon us. And don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? While they talking about we don't know something, you might don't even know, you might don't got 5, 6 years left.
Cut it off, Trayvon.
Yep. He ain't have 7 years.
Black males, that the livelihood of us is nothing. They saying that, man, you really not even a human being, you's a clown. What is you doing with your life? You don't go to school, you ain't got no goals, no dreams, and if you do got goals, they sheltered and they confined in a box like a safe.
But now, a couple months later, we done picked it back up in the first stop at Jones High School. I got Gambino with me, Brother Mike, Young Money, and Two-Face myself. We just gonna go in here, man, and relate to the kids and just really know that, hey, it's all about your decisions and your choices that you make right now while you're young. That's gonna affect the latter part of your life. So we just wanna thank Jones High School for just opening up their doors to us and giving us an opportunity to do what we do. We're gonna see how it turn out.
Basically, just to add on to that, the name of this program, we're going to call it as Reach One, Teach One. So, you know, obviously, a lot of us can't really reach the kids. So, you know, we're going to bring about the guys that know how to reach them. So when they reach them, after they reach them, I teach them. And that's how we're going to run this whole format. But, you know, once again, Jones High School has been phenomenal as far as helping out with the whole project. So we're going to get this thing going, and it should be a beautiful event.
One of our main topics today with the kids, telling them to maintain and handle their business. Whatever you got to do in life to maintain your sanity, your peace, your education, do it, because tomorrow ain't promised. You only got one life to live. God bless you.
Amen.
Compact is now celebrating 25 years. We've served over 11,000 students in 25 years. We mainly target kids who are struggling academically, socially, and with some economical issues. What those students might represent some type of disadvantage in their community or at home. We all know what that looks like. And that affects the way that they handle themselves at school. Some of them are struggling in their academics because they don't have that push. They're lacking the skills that they were to acquire in middle school. Some of them just need somebody to let them know that they can make it. So that's what we do. We bridge the community into our school. We have people come from banks, hospitals, some attorneys. We have them as mentors. It doesn't matter. As long as you're 18 and you have a story or something in your mouth to tell these kids, that's good. That's all we're looking for, your story. Everybody has some history. Everybody, absolutely, everybody has some history. Some more detailed or more deeper than the other. So what we do offer them, not only mentoring, we offer them scholarship opportunities. Each year we offer our seniors, our graduating seniors, an opportunity to receive a scholarship from us, and also an all expense paid trip to Washington, D.C. So we're always looking for somebody in the community to help fund that. Because when they get that scholarship, they are awarded that scholarship after the first year for the next 3 years at half value. So the money have to keep turning over. You know, the money have to keep turning over for the program. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people to partner with us just to support us with that. And we have a golf tournament that also help aid us in that. So if you guys get together, I told him about it. You guys get together, play golf with other people, you can network because we have other companies, we have engineering companies, we have Disney employees, the attorneys, not, but we have people that come into that group and you can network, establish something within their hearing, what you're doing, and vice versa. And therefore, you can kind of move along with those lines as you do that. So that's an opportunity to network as well.
These kids make a positive transition from negative to positive, so I mean, I'm all for it.
For sure. And we're always looking for someone to help partner with us.
Yes.
Always, every year.
I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of it because it's like I want to let the kids know that their choices and decisions right now, you may not see the result of the decision that you make today, tomorrow, but that don't mean it's not going to be a result. So I want to really let these kids know that, hey, if you want to see greater days down the road, you got to start right now. Because that's part of my testimony. I made bad choices. I wasn't forced to do anything in my life.
It was choice.
I had best of both worlds. I had a dad who was from a middle class family, and then I had a mother who was from the streets. So as growing up, I got to see both sides, and the choices I made was what led to my trials and tribulations.
Okay.
So I want to be able to relate to the kids, because some of these kids is not about, some of them not having street problems, or some of them not having drug problems. But we all, whatever financial background we come from, or economic system we come from, we still gotta make choices.
Right.
So that's why I want to reach the kids today, especially today.
Yeah. So it is what it is, and I'm just grateful that you all have made this decision. It's a conscious decision.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, not only that you're feeling obligated to these kids, but I think, you know, just looking at skin to skin, we have a cultural responsibility.
Yeah.
Really, we do. We do.
Yeah.
Because when we
Yeah.
see them, I see you. When I see you, I see my son. He's 22 yesterday. So we have a cultural responsibility, and there's always room for change when you want it. There's always room for change, but somebody got to be able to relate why you need to change.
Right.
So if you can do that, I'll let you guys go, so I won't hold you any longer. Thank you.
What I decided to do was bring Gambino and Face in here to talk to y'all. Cause you know I'm a speaker, so you're gonna see a lot of me anyway. But I wanted them to get a chance to tell their story and help you understand like why it's so vital that you make that change in your GPA. Because if you don't, the path you headed down, it's not a fun one. Because knowledge is what you really need in life.
I'm talking to y'all, man, because I care. I ain't got to be your brother, or I ain't got to be your cousin, or nobody that care about you. I care about you just because that where y'all at right now, I was there. And I know how much stuff I went through from where y'all at now to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. So I can't come here and save y'all from everything that y'all gonna experience, because we all know that experience is the best teacher. Some of the stuff you go through, you just gonna have to go through. But if I can come here and start a relationship with y'all today, you know what I mean, and being able to talk to y'all and help y'all through some of those situations. Good choices have good results too. So it could have bad choices and good choices. My little homie right here, he made a bad choice a little while ago. But now that that choice he made, he been did what he did, but he's still paying the price like me. I made choices, bad choices. Did time for him. Got released and everything, but still right now, driver's license revoked for 10 years. can't even legally drive, and it ain't even for driving. It's for a bad choice I made years ago. And I just wanted the consequences that came from it. But it's a lot of things I'm going through right now as a grown man that's hurting me. And you can get around it, but we don't even need to put ourselves in that position. I want to see y'all do right. I want to see y'all do right and make some good decisions, man. And sometimes you need somebody.
So the choices that you make is very significant and important to your life. I was in a place where I had no business being, and this is what happened. My leg was cut from the bottom of my feet all the way up to the top of my stomach. And even these dudes can tell you, man, I done went through pure drama, hell with this leg for the last year and a half. They thought I was gonna never even walk again. I'm talking about, man, I'm on crutches. I barely can even move and get out of the car. But another key thing is too is faith. I had the faith to believe, to know that, hey man, I'm gonna walk again. But I also had to remember that the choice that I made that got me in this position today, I don't want to do that no more. And mind you, we ain't even gonna talk about the 15 and 16 years that I was spent in prison. It's the choices. And I almost died. Am I lying? I got hit in my main artery. And it stopped all circulation of blood flow in my body. And people thought I wasn't gonna make it. But I'm still here today, man, to tell y'all, man, that the choices that you make, man, they're very important. And another key thing is taking responsibility to be a man. You got to be a man and man up for all your actions and whatever you got to do from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. And that we going up against something that's so powerful within the spirit that the devil has something that he's like trying to destroy young black men. So in order for us to block what the devil was trying to do, you gotta stand up. You gotta be a soldier. You can't be afraid. And I'm not telling you not to be afraid of some type of physical stuff you might face out in the hallway, somebody try you and you feel like you gotta shoot them. I'm talking about not being afraid to step out and accomplish your goals and be a man. Cause always remember, wherever you go and you got your pants down, you sagging, people looking at him like, man, that's another one. That's another one. And you don't want to be conceived in that light. You don't want nobody to look at you like a thug. Cause nowadays, if you look like a thug, man,
They gonna shoot you.
They gonna shoot you.
We won't even think about it. And get away with it.
And then it's a known fact that, man, this dude who shot you might not do no time in jail. Just because of the fact, oh, he looked like a thug. Or he's from this part of town, or whatever. You don't want to be conceived in that light. So, man, do what you got to do, man, to be what you want to be. And don't be afraid to be what you was created to be.
I think I don't probation for the BS, but I got to work my way through that. I got to be strong enough to make decisions. I ain't never ever did probation. I ain't never would even suggest for nobody to take probation. Cause I know I probably couldn't do it. But I know now, at the age I am now, I know what's things I got to do. I got to do this. People talking about taking my license. I can't go sit back in jail. I got all these kids. They talking about anyone of them, man. I done did it so much time behind the system. They told me I got to do 18 days. I couldn't even go do 18 days now. I ain't do. How my probation is? Sign on the dotted line. Yeah, I got to do whatever it takes.
What's your definition of success? Okay, what's your definition of success?
Win my first championship.
Your first championship? All right, that's a formula to success. All right, it's easy formula to success. If you follow this formula, I don't care who you are, what situation you is, you're gonna beat success. And I'm a living example. The next thing that is gonna take for you to build your dreams, obviously, is you need to invest. All right, first thing that you gotta do whenever you wanna be successful is you gotta know what tools you have. All right, your tools are considered your gifts, your visions, and your talents. Every morning you wake up, every decision you make, you better know, you better make sure you sharpen your tools. Because right now, you gotta realize that success is built. Success isn't earned, it doesn't come in the form of a pill, success doesn't come in the form of a powder, it comes by habits, and it comes by work. What tools do you have? If you're not managing your tools right now, you better switch it up and start managing your tools, because that's what it's gonna take for you to take the next step. The next thing that is gonna take for you to build your dreams, obviously, is you need to invest. All right. When I say invest, invest is short for investigate. All right, investigate.
INTGATED.
All right. So once you investigate, to investigate means to actively seek knowledge. Most people in life miss this stage. They miss this stage and end up working their whole life knowing that if they could have done it a smarter way, they would have been done it. So guess what? School is to do? School is to teach you how to investigate. High school, what you're in right now, only thing you need to learn in high school is how to learn. That's it. You learn how to learn, you go to college, guess what college teaches you? How to think. Once you get your first 4-year degree in college on how to think, then guess what it goes into next? How to do research. And once you go past that and understand how to do research, a doctor, when you get a doctorate degree, the only thing they teach you is how to teach. That's it. That's how simple education is. But however, if you miss this stage right here, nothing else matters. You're not building anything if you don't know what you're building. So now that we got the investigation, the next thing you need is a material. Alright? Guess what your material is going to be? People. I don't care what it is you think you're getting ready to build. You're not going to build it by yourself. Not if it's big. This is my team right here. These guys right here, my team. They my resources. I'm their resources, they my resources. We work with each other. Anytime they need something from me, if it's pertaining to hopping into the schools, that's what I'm here for. Ms. Bynes is part of our team. Jones is part of our team. Evans is part of my team. That's how it works. Non-profit organizations, they're part of my team. You gotta have material. How can you build if you don't have the right material? And guess what your material is since you're in school? You got books. You got guidance counselors. I'm spelling that wrong. But you got guidance counselors.
D-A-N-C-E.
You got guidance counselors. What else you got? Teachers. What else you got? Principal. Am I making sense here?
These are the people that do what for them?
These are the people that's gonna support you. My mom and dad didn't support me. I had my coach to support me. My coach is the only reason why I was able to make it out of high school. Cause I ain't care about high school. I was like y'all, like man, look, man, high school, I'm not surviving. High school's not teaching me how to survive right now. So this is what you got. When you execute, you got to be focused. All right, if you're not focused, like basketball, I love using basketball. Cause I love LeBron James, and the reason why I like LeBron James is because LeBron James got this thing in his mind called "So What." Every successful person got this thing called "So What." All right, hey, they gonna put the whole team on you, LeBron. They gonna put a hand in your face. So what? I'm looking at the rim. I need that shot. Everybody got that thing called "So What." And if you don't have that "So What," then you're not gonna make it. Cause now you're feeling bad for yourself because you don't have that "So What." If you look at Black History, we in Black History Month too, right? Malcolm X went to prison, got out of prison, and guess what he told everybody? So what?
That's me.
I'm still gonna make it, right? Gambino's a great example. They cut his leg from his foot all the way to his hip. Told him he wasn't gonna walk no more. Guess what he said? So what? Oh, y'all telling me I can't walk? So what? I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk because I don't wanna walk. You don't know what my vision is. You don't know what my gifts are. You don't know what my dreams are. I'm gonna walk because I say I'm gonna walk. Who cares what you say? So what? Face had a few issues in his life, but guess what Face said? All right, you know what? Well, I know everybody's saying it's gonna be hard for me to work with the kids and I won't be able to get into the schools. Guess what his mindset was? So what? I'm gonna work with the kids anyway.
I'm in the school. Right here with y'all.
Look where he at. Unc didn't even graduate until after his girl graduated. And Unc didn't even really go through school. Unc didn't go to middle school. Unc didn't really go through high school. And guess what Unc said? Look, man, I need my degree. My daughter got my daughter got her degree. I'm gonna get my degree. So guess what he said? All right, you know what? Y'all tell me what I can't do. So what? And at the end of the day, let me tell you how the world really works. You're either gonna spend all your time because you manage your time so well building your dreams, that you're gonna end up hiring others to build your dreams because they didn't spend enough time building their dreams. So what do you want to be in life? Do you still want to be a slave or do you want to be a master? And when you're a master, you became a master because you learned how to build your dreams, because you learned how to manage your time. And you was patient. So now nobody has an excuse. I don't care what your excuse is. You know, you can be staying with your mom, you can be staying with your dad, you can be staying with in a foster home. Nobody in life has an excuse. The reason why you don't have an excuse is because everybody got the same thing every day. Everybody got 24 hours in a day. Everybody got time. And if you feel like that you want to let these little small distractions affect you, oh, I'm hungry, I can't eat today. Well, you better eat. You better eat mentally. Because the more you learn, the more ways you're going to get to eat.
Me, man, everybody in the room, man. I believe I can achieve whatever I set my mind to accomplish. One more time. I believe I can achieve whatever I set my mind to accomplish. So say it now. I believe I can achieve whatever I set my mind to accomplish. Salute. We gone.
Reach One, Teach One session today went good at Jones High School. It was a major success. We really got a chance to just sit down and interact with the kids, and everybody brought their own element, which was really good because, like, with all the different dudes speaking and saying what they had to say, no child was left out. Everybody had somebody they could relate to. Stay tuned.
Yeah, it was most definitely productive, man. We got an opportunity, man, to speak with the kids, tell them about, you know, the detrimentals of life. You know what I mean? It was beautiful. And hey, man, you know y'all good at following, man. Y'all need to follow this movement. This is better to follow, man.
Everything was beautiful. Everything was beautiful. Everybody did a great job. You know, without God, it wouldn't be possible. Thank God we out. So Gambino, hey man, first I want to thank you for coming out to Jones today, man. It was greatly appreciated, man. We really enjoyed your blessing. Now I know we were talking to the kids, and you know you were telling them about a few things that you went through. So just to rehash on that, when you was in prison, like what actually got you to make a difference to feel like you wanted to start working with kids based off you going to prison? Like what triggered you?
I mean, well, honestly, you know, prison was a learning process for me, man. You know, prison converted me into a fast learner. You know, out here in society nowadays, you know, in the hood, the community where I'm from, where we growed up at, you know, they ain't really got nobody getting into them real, you know, letting them know, you know, detrimental behind the choices and decisions we make. So, you know, it's been placed upon my heart, you know, by God to let these cats know what's real, man, because prison is very dangerous, man, and people got the option or the ultimatum or the choice, man, to live right or live wrong. And if I can steer somebody in the right direction, you know what I mean, I will by all means. And that's just, you know, my thing behind that.
Obviously, you know, as we can even see that you got a concoction on your leg. So could you give us a little rundown as far as what happened with your leg?
Well, you know, it was like in the streets, you know, in the gang, you know, certain things that happen, man. And it's like somebody tried to rob me, you know what I mean? They shot me, and I didn't necessarily take it as a negative situation because from that day, from the day that happened, it's like my whole life changed, you know what I mean? My whole mentality towards just life in general just had went to a whole nother level. So I look at that and I really don't move on from it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really been more the blessing than the curse. First of all, anytime you got conflict, you know what I mean, you got God in the midst. So it's like I felt God speaking to me, you know what I mean, giving me a prophecy behind the whole situation. Now mind you, I ain't got it all together just yet. You know what I mean? I'm still struggling, striving daily, trying to put my life, you know what I mean, together. But at the same time, you know, what took place, it just allowed me to be in a position mentally and spiritually, man, to want to make that transition, striving to do better.
2, 3, 49. 1, 2, 3, 50. All right, cool, man. So you understand that this symbolizes life, right?
You better believe it, man.
And I know you're tired, man. I know you're tired. I know it's been a long day, but we only got one more exercise to do. All we gotta do is this last little bit of run. You can handle that?
You better believe ain't nothing to it but to do it, homie.
All right, so you know, don't get mad at me on this run. This is really to condition you for life. Because every time we hit a different phase, there's another level to it. So we got to condition ourselves for the next level. You ready?
I'm ready, man.
All right, cool. So, no. Come on, we got to walk this out.
Okay.
All right. So, look, we're almost done, man. This is one lap. Look at this track. One lap, and we out of here.
Yeah. Right here, man.
All right,
ready?
so we good? All right, come on. Let's take off.
Changing the negative stereotypes of young men in today's society.
It's up to us as a community to make the world a better place.
You can accomplish anything you put your mind to.
I believe that us as a people have to start supporting each other in our community in order to make the world a better place. One love, peace.